All right, ladies, I wanted to do a smoky eye for over 40 or for mature women. So you can feel beautiful with a little bit more makeup, but not too much. And I did film this video, if you remember, before I had the surgery, and the cameras weren't rolling, so I lost all of that. So I'm back doing this for you. I want you to be able to practice before the holidays are coming up, season's coming up, so we're gonna have a lot more of social events. So I want you to be able to practice right now during the summer so you can really get this look down and feel comfortable. And it's not a lot of makeup, it's just a little bit of a darker makeup look. So right now I have nothing on. I still have a little bit of a black eye or pigmentation from the surgery. You'll see my incision on the top. I mean, who does a makeup tutorial with a incision line? Who does this, right? And my skin is not looking perfect, but guess what? That's not what it's about. It's about teaching you how to apply makeup and do it where you feel confident and do it where you're using a little bit of darker colors. I'm going to be using one of my favorite palettes called Silver Linings. And guess what? There is a silver lining to all of this. I had the growth taken out. I have a little bit of, coloring here. It's fine. Ladies, this happens. You might have pigmentation like I have here. It's getting lighter because I'm using that vitamin C serum, but you might have different things, and just don't concentrate on them. Don't sit there and just think about just one thing, like, oh, I have this scar, and is my eyelid going to go back, and what's all of this going on? It doesn't matter. So I am here to show up to my channel and to deliver this tutorial, which I think is really important. We did the everyday makeup tutorial. You ladies really like that. Now I'm coming back and I'm doing more of a smokier eye for mature women. I have my Almay pads that I showed you before. I keep them out in case I have any fallout underneath my eye. I want everything to be really clean. So this is how we're gonna start. And I just got those stitches out like 2 days ago. So I don't think it's the best thing to do is to put any makeup on this eye. So we're gonna concentrate on the right eye. I will do my whole face. I'm just not gonna put makeup on that incision line right now. Okay, let me show you the palette that I'm gonna be using here. Silver Linings, beautiful palette, ladies. You have 3 colors and you have this beautiful gunmetal silver in the middle. You have a beautiful black that has specks of silver in it. It's like a metallic, it's not matte black. And then you have a nice little highlighter here. Now let me tell you something also. I am in the midst of doing my fall collection for my cosmetics, a very small capsule collection for you that are gonna have more matte colors. I know you've requested that, so I'm gonna have more matte little palettes. I'm going to have some really exciting things that are in the works right now, and I will announce them as they come up sooner in September, October. So you should see the launch of the new capsule collection in September. So that's very exciting. So first, let me just prep my skin. I'm using this Lirac. This is like anti-puffing. It's for the eye area. I have had lots of puffiness because of the surgery on both eyes. So I've just been using my jade stone to kind of basically help with depuffing my eye area. I've been putting on my Patchology Hydro Flash patches to help with any puffiness and hydration in my eye area. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but I've come a long way. It looks really, really good compared to the prize fighter look I had before just days ago. It's only been 16 days post-surgery today. I'm very excited. Okay, so I've also been using my eye brightener because I need to brighten up this under eye area. Also, I'm going to be showing you the corrector from Ever Skincare. These are concealers. It's a corrector. It's a peachy color. So it's going to help with darkness, blues, anything around the eye area that I'm wanting to color correct. And then I'm going to use my light Ever concealer. This has a little bit of a thicker consistency compared to the Osmosis concealer I've showed you in my last makeup tutorial. So first I want to just, kind of prep my skin. Actually, you know what? That would be going against what I usually do. So let's not do that. I'm just so focused in on the discoloration. Let's just start first and foremost. We don't want any fallout. I don't want to add darkness to my under eye. So this is a perfect example of why I wouldn't do that. I'm going to start with my eyelid and go in with my colors. This is my light medium. This is the eye primer. My literally, like, this is my holy grail of eye primers. It goes on nice and creamy. It dries as a nice powder. And what's really nice about this is that it doesn't crease and your colors are going to go on true. So you can see that I have a lot of, you know, my eyes are not, the skin color is not what they're normally. It's not normally this dark, but this, using a nice eye primer, is your first step, ladies, to especially doing a more smoky eye. You have to neutralize your eye out first. And I actually just bring it all down here. I neutralize out anything I can possibly neutralize out. All right, so I'm gonna be using, I have a travel kit here. It's very simple. These are just all the brushes you possibly could need. If you're a very simple, you know, makeup user, this is a really great, these are $45 for all of these Sable brushes. You have powder, you have blush, you have a spoolie, you have 2 eyeshadow brushes, you have a concealer, and you have an eyeliner. You can even use this as your lip. It depends. You can use this as a lip brush or you can use it as a concealer. I like to use it as a concealer because it's synthetic and I can get up into these little areas. I don't normally have palettes of lipstick, so I don't really need to do that. So this is a very simple, and you know what's really nice about this little travel brush kit is that it fits your eyeshadow perfectly in the top and then you zip it. You can actually fit in your classic beach palette too. It's just a little snug, but it does fit. So I love that because I can just toss it when I'm going on trips and everything is right there. So I'm going to just take out my brushes and I'm going to use the just a little bit of the eyeshadow brush that's going to be more of a smudgy kind of blending brush. So I'm just going to take the middle color here and I'm going to just apply to my actual lid here. I don't want to go too crazy right now. It's just about putting color on to my eyelid. So it's really about the middle of my eye, right? I'm not going tons of color in here and I'm not going tons of color out here. I don't want this area to be too heavy with color. So I'm just wanting to do the middle of my lid. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of a darker color, which is going to be right here at the end. This black with speckled with the silver. Also, it has a little bit of blue, silvery blue metallic to it. It's absolutely beautiful. But also you can wet this and use it as a liner if you wanted to. So it is pretty versatile. So I'm going to just take a little bit of this powder, tapping off. I don't want too much. Now what I'm going to do is I'm pushing it towards my nose area, right? So I'm just taking this and dabbing it. You can go slow. You don't have to go crazy. These are so highly pigmented, ladies. That's a lot of women don't really understand that because they're so used to using palettes where they have to really dig into the powder. You don't have to do this with these palettes. They're very, very highly concentrated. So you're going to get a very nice payout of color. So you just want to go slow until you understand how much pigment really comes out on your brush. So here we go. So I'm going to slowly, so where you open your eye, you have that crease. I just want to get it so it's blended in there, not too high. I don't want you going too high because then you're going to have all of the color up here. I just want it to be right into this crease area. Like this. You can pull it out a little bit when your brush doesn't have that much color anymore on it. So you can now get a little bit more comfortable with how high and everything you're going because you don't have the color is now already dispersed onto the actual skin and you don't have to worry too much. So I'm just going to remember you cannot over blend. Keep blending until you actually really are happy with what it looks like. Another thing, ladies, that I want you to really think about is that when you are applying this, if you put on too much, don't freak out. You don't have to start all over. You can take a sponge like these disposable sponges you get at CVS or Sally's, and you can just start blending down and taking off the color. So don't feel like you're a total, failure when you start doing your eyes and it's new for you and you don't really know how to do it and you put on too much and you get frustrated. Don't get frustrated. Come back to the video, watch the video. It's just simple, easy. You have 3 colors. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed with a huge palette and feel like you have to use a million colors and you've just had it, right? So I'm just blending it in like this. There's no right or wrong when you do eyeshadow. So don't feel like, oh no, I'm not doing it like what I see everybody doing it like. I just want a little bit of a darker color on my eyes. I want a little bit more smoky. I want it to look pretty. I want it to look different than my day makeup. All right. So I'm going to take, you can go as heavy or as light. This is basically what I like because I'm going to start adding liner on. I'm going to add mascara. I'm going to then do my face. So you don't have to feel like you have to add tons of makeup just because it says smoky. A little bit of the highlight, which is going to be the lightest color in this palette. And I'm just going to do my brow bone so it all comes together. You can come down in here if you want to, lighten up that area. Make sure you just get this nice brow bone so it's nice and light. If you feel like you went over your color a little bit more, just take your blending brush again and just go into that crease. So you're almost making, like you want to do a little triangle here. I don't like mine coming out too far. I just want to have some pigmentation. I just want to have a little bit of pigment, you know, on my eyes. I want them to look just a little bit sexier. A little bit more modern, you know, with that smoky nighttime, evening, but not heavy aging. That's my thing. All right, so I have 2 options for you. You can do the dark chocolate waterproof liner that I have, or you can do the black, which has a smudgy brush on the other end, which for this look, I would choose to do the black, okay? So all I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go on the top of my lid here and thicken up my lashes. If you like a thick liner, then by all means go for it. But for me, I don't want to add too much heaviness to my eye. Let me go. And I don't want to get too much. And then I'm going to just kind of smoke it out. This is what's so great about this on the other end. I can just smoke it out, make it look really, you know, just nice and smudgy. Do a little bit on the bottom. I just do like the out of the corner here. I don't want to go all the way in. If I do, it's going to close down my eye, which is great if that's the look I'm going for, but I just want a little bit of this on the outer, so I'm bringing my eye out. You can also line the inner waterline if you want to, but again, it'll close down your eyes. But if you want that sultry look, then that is a great way to get that. So basically, this is my modern smoky eye for more mature women. This is it, right? That's all I've done. I didn't want it to be too heavy. I don't want it to be overwhelming. I don't want it to be too complicated. I want it to be easy for you. So I'm going to take my All My Pad, any just little, you know, little fallout. Not too much, but you'll see there is some. I'm going to just take it up, get that really crisp line. And then I'm going to add on some mascara. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to kind of cover, if you have darker circles underneath your eye, I'm going to show you the little process that I have here. I'm going to do some mascara. This is my Chanel mascara that I use, which is the just black, voluminous. I've been using it for over 2 years now. I really do like it. I go from the base of my lashes and I wiggle up to the top. So, and I've told you before, I actually kind of like squint down so I can get all of my lashes. Now this is a good time if you want to do your false lashes or if you want to do bottom lashes like I just did, just a little bit. Okay, so here we go with concealing my eye area. So I'm going to use the corrector from Ever. It's really nice and peachy. This is going to help with just any of the color that I have going on underneath here. So it comes out this peachy color. I bring it down. I just don't go, you know, right underneath my eye. I want this all to be light. I'm dealing with like lower kind of bruising right now. So I want it to be really nice and uniform. You can see already how it does change the color and it neutralizes it out. So I'm just going to use a clean sponge. I'm going to just go in. Oh, I just love this corrector. It's so nice and hydrating. And then I'll go right over with the light treatment concealer. What's nice about these is that it comes in so many different, now we have a lot more colors in the light. We have light, medium, extra light, dark. This is just so hydrating. It's just not makeup. It's actually a treatment, because this is basically a skincare line. And now that they came out with the concealers, and they have a beautiful tinted moisturizer. So it feels so hydrating to my skin, which is so nice because my skin has been through the ringer. When I did the surgery, they put all that Benadine, I think it is, all over my face. And my skin was peeling like you wouldn't believe. It was so dehydrated. So this feels absolutely wonderful on my skin. All right, so another product I've been using that I had mentioned is my Brightener. This is a really nice sheer veil. This is going to brighten. I love how I can just twist it up just a little bit here, and I can go in and wherever I really want some more brightness. I have this darkness here. I'll go over a little bit here. I just want to brighten this little area here. A nice little area is around the nose. You can go around the mouth area. You can just kind of highlight all these different little areas here. This is great for the eyes. All right, so now I'm going to take my foundation. This is a foundation from my cosmetic line, but I don't sell them online because I feel like it's very hard for you to decipher what color is going to work with your skin tone. I've seen your comments. I am going to be doing a drugstore foundation review on the best foundations that I found that are easily accessible to you and are not very expensive. But for right now, I'm just going to be using this. This is high definition foundation, and it's just really nice and flawless. It's a flawless finish. It's not going to be too heavy, but it's going to even out my skin. Remember too, ladies, to always take it down past the jawline so you don't have any demarcation. You really want to blend it in with your neck. And make sure that it doesn't stop here. Your face doesn't stop at your jawline, it goes down to your neck. I don't want you to take a bunch of foundation and put it on your neck, because then you're gonna get it on your clothes, it's gonna transfer. But I just want you to realize that you need to blend down. All right, so I'm going to take my organza lip liner. It's waterproof, creamy, mechanical. It's really nice. I lost, since I threw this into my makeup bag, it comes with a sharpener and also a lip brush. So that's really nice when you're on the go. And if you noticed, I went over my lips with the foundation because I really wanted to neutralize them out. And you can take the lip liner and you can kind of give a little bit of this lip liner, a little color on your lips, a little bit more staying power when you do that. And I'm going to use my Everyday Matte lipstick. It's called Everyday. It's a beautiful, just like neutral, really pretty, just neutral when you're doing more of a darker eye. I like that it's matte. I like that it really doesn't compete with the darkness of my eye area here. And then I have this Color Science. This has actually an SPF in it. I just do a little T-zone just to kind of take out any shine. And then I have a duo, which is a blush and it's a bronzer. This is called Ballerina Bronze. It's really pretty. I can swirl it together and just get a really nice glow to my skin. I'm not trying to go overboard because remember, it's all about having this beautiful smoky eye that's just really polished and put together. So I don't want a lot of contour and a lot of highlighting and bright blush. Just want it to look pretty. So that is basically how I do my smoky eye for mature skin, mature women over 40, making you look beautiful, not heavy, not looking like you have tons of makeup on. And I find it so funny. I know this probably looks so strange to have one eye done and one not done, but I didn't want to delay and have, not be able to get this video out until I don't know when. Well, really, I don't know when I should be putting makeup on. I don't know. I just really want I want this to heal properly, and I don't want to rush it. So that's why, you can just look at one side of my face. But that is I'm so happy I got to get this out for you ladies. I know you're going to look beautiful. I know this is something you can do, and it's just so flattering. It's very light, but it still makes a presentation when you walk into a cocktail party, you have a big birthday coming up. You want to feel a little sexier, a little bit more like, you know what? I can do this. I can wear more color even though I'm older, and it's not going to age me. So until my next video, I'll see you later.